So if anybody is expecting to see Shia out here, because I know Shia has some of her customers out here, so I'm not Shia, first of all, okay. The brochure says Shia, I'm a last minute addition to this. So I'm Arun Banerjee, I'm the cyber risk consulting lead for UK for Zurich Resilience Solution. And today I'm gonna talk about a story. The story which is more to make you aware about like how the insurance industry who specialize in risk transfer is helping customer with the other side of risk identification and risk treatment. So, policy. What is a policy? These are the normal things which a cyber liability policy will cover. Things like cost and damages resulting from responding to privacy or network breach, defense cost for regulatory proceeding, business income loss, blah, blah, blah. There are loads of things which a cyber insurance policy will cover. I'm not here to talk about it. I'm not here to sell about cyber insurance policies. We are doing it for 150 years, so I'm sure you know about Zurich Insurance. Okay, so who am I? So Zurich is a large global insurer. Have you heard about this one? That's called Zurich Resilience Solution. So for 150 years, we specialized in risk transfer. So to do risk transfer, we need to be good at risk, isn't it? That's what our business is. So we thought it will be good if we start telling our customers how can you get better at risk management so that they have less claim, we actually pay out less, and we also use our risk capabilities, our data, our expertise to help customers get better with their risk management. That's where Zurich Resilience Solution comes into picture. So who are we? We are basically the risk engineering division of Zurich Insurance. Risk engineering, a very Swiss term, but it still works for us. And we are using decades of risk management expertise, insights and data. We have loads of data. Like you tell me a customer in UK, I perhaps have seen how cyber mature they are, because everyone comes to us for insurance, and insurance is perhaps the only industry who incentivizes being cyber resilient. So that's why they try to prove how good they are so that their premium reduces, and we get to see about their cyber strategy, about their cyber maturity. That creates a data pool for us. Then we have data about claims. I will talk about how these data is about customers' maturity, customers' claims actually help us to do consultancy. We are technical expert. My team is full of like industry experts who comes from pharmaceutical, finance, manufacturing, multiple team, thought leaders, about 850 consultants across the world. We are a global function. Now, what we have done recently, we are also working with our non-insured customer. That's a big market. Why waste that market? I think NCSC, the UK government's report this year suggests only 25% of UK market has affirmative cyber cover. That's 75% of the market you are missing out. So we thought, like, why not start doing consultancy in that market? So I'm just being honest. So we came up with cyber resilience solutions. That's what we are doing. We provide a lot of services. We call it AMP. Assess, manage, protect, not the Cisco's AMP. Okay? And we also help customer to navigate to cyber insurance market. That's what we are. First of all, me, my team, we work with the cyber underwriters to help them assess a cyber risk so that they better understand the risk of a customer's environment when they're asking for a risk transfer. Okay? And we take the insights from there, and we provide consultancy for our customers. We provide a lot of different things, from cyber maturity to even simple things like cyber game, which you can see displayed in our stall. So the first one, helping customer navigate the insurability journey. If you know about insurance market can be soft, hard, it keeps on changing. Sometimes it's soft market. When it's a soft market, it's the customer who has the last say. When it's hard market, it's the insurer who has the last say. Okay. So, but one thing is always true. Resilience is the boss. If you are not cyber resilient, you are not insurable. Even if you get a policy, the policy might not be good for you. Very high premium, lot of exclusion. Your most favorite thing, ransomware exclusion. We won't pay for ransomware demand. That kind of a thing has been put for a lot of policies. So that's why cyber resilience before cyber insurance. And you know, this is The Global Cybersecurity Outlook 2024 says, oh, I have it out here, perfect, yeah. So there is a 31% drop in the cyber resilience for organizations globally. So cyber resilience, what is cyber resilience? I can go in that in a different discussion, but what we are doing, we are helping customers to develop their cyber resilience. Some customers wants to get cyber maturity, cyber resilient, so that they are insurable. Some customers just want to be cyber resilient so that they can run a resilient, sustainable business. Okay, create a digital trust. I think that's the new word in the market, isn't it? Digital trust, bigger than cyber resilient. So that's the first thing we are doing. Why us? Because as I said, we get to work with multiple customers who are resilient, who are not resilient. So we are helping customer to navigate through the cyber resilient journey. Good. Now, so a classic example is this. This is a manufacturer in, I think in Leeds. So we work with them. We carried out a cyber maturity assessment. We carried out few other services for the customer. The customer went back. And this customer have other lines of businesses, because remember, cyber is the newest line, one of the newest line of business. Property, liability, marine are the oldest lines of business. So this customer have other insurances with us. So we worked with them. The customer took the report, took our consultancy, got better, came back to us. They proved that they are getting better. They show the progress. Good, we can insure you. So helping them to navigate the insurability journey. The next thing, so when the customer get insured, what we are doing, now you have got insured. Now I have a vested interest on you. You better not have a breach, or you better not have a claim, because I have to pay out. Okay, so I want to get you better. So Thomas Clayton, who is our UK head of cyber underwriting, he came up with this quote at the beginning of the year when me and Thomas was doing a presentation somewhere, which is like pre-breach and post-breach services are equally important as the policy itself. Because this has become a trend in the insurance market, where with the insurance, we are providing a lot of pre-breach and post-breach services. Because remember, insurance is not just about the money which you get or like to cover the loss. Insurance is also to help you come out of the attack. So that's why if you have cyber insurance, talk with your insurer and see what you have. Don't just think it's just about the finance. It's a lot more, PR, legal, you get a lot of support, okay. So those are post-breach, pre-breach services. So we created something called the Zurich Cyber Complete, where we started giving free services to our customer with the whole intention of helping the customer get better. If they are more resilient, we are better off because we are paying off less. That's with the already insured, Zurich insured customer. But as I said, we work with both insured and non-insured customers. The last one. This one is one of our newest proposition and something which a lot of customers are finding very, very relevant, which is called cyber risk quantification. How many of you have heard about cyber risk quantification or have used cyber risk quantification? Not many. Okay. Cyber risk quantification is not the 5x5 matrix, which I'm sure everyone is aware of. Okay. It is not that, or the red, green, and amber, those kind of a thing. I don't know why they call the 5x5 matrix a risk quantification, because you can say that A, B, C, D, E, and then it's like AB, AA, AC, it's all the same. Because just for the fact I have assigned a number doesn't make it a quantification, isn't it? What is quantification? Put a dollar, pound, euro value to it. Okay, and that's what we specialize in. If we cannot understand what is the cost of the risk, what is your probable maximum loss, what is your estimated maximum loss in the next 1 year, how can we insure you? Or worst, how can we put a premium value on you? What should we ask you, 100,000 pound or 10,000 pound? That depends upon how bad you are. That can be only estimated if we can put the risk in terms of finance. Can you come up with any other answer to that? So that's what we do. We take the threat environment, and remember, like, different companies have different threat environment. If you are a luxury brand in France, your threat environment is not same as the operators of essential service in UK. It's different. The cyber criminal who targets you will be different from the cyber criminals who targets a critical national infrastructure. So your threat environment is different. And the probability of being attacked is different from probability of that attack being an incident. So we take all those things into consideration. How do we know what type of customer actually attacks, what type of cyber criminal attacks what type of customer? Because when the attack happens, we pay out as an insurer, so we get to know about it. So we are using those data along with the asset architecture, the system security maturity of the company, which can be simple NIST framework maturity, that's perfectly fine. We assess what is the cost of loss, of replacement, ransom, fines, typically what type of ransom is demanded from financial sector, from other sector. You will find these data in the market. We add our claims data on the top of it and we run through our CRQ modeling. This is cyber risk quantification modeling, which uses AI algorithm. Everything is using AI algorithm these days. Attack framework like the MITRE attack framework, statistical modeling, and eventually it comes up with risk expressed in maximum probable loss, most likely loss, and sorry, 1 minute. It comes out with like detailed value of the loss. Now, we as insurer, we wanted, because we want to actually estimate the cost of the loss and understand how much premium to ask you. But how can you use it? Isn't it the biggest barrier between the business and cyber team, where you are going and talking about CVSS score and talking about vulnerabilities which the CEO and the CFO doesn't understand? If you can express your risk in terms of financial figure, won't it be easy for your board? The communication barrier between the board and the cybersecurity function, that will be bridged. So we can see that a lot of our customers are using cyber risk quantification to actually bridge the gap. A classic example is one of my customer was trying to implement a zero trust architecture. Okay. Now, obviously, zero trust architecture is to mitigate a particular type of risk. And what are risk scenarios? Potential scenarios which can happen to me. Okay. Now, when this client, the CISO, went to the board and asked for a certain amount of money, he said, like, what is the return of investment? Now, he doesn't have a return of investment calculation. The sad story in the world of cyber is you don't have a return of investment unless you have a cyber attack. The moment you have a cyber attack, you can calculate a return of investment. What do you do before that? So we help the customer calculate what is so there are 3 risk scenarios which were found out. What is the cost of the annualized loss expectation out of the 3 risk scenario without zero trust architecture? Say for example, £4 million. With zero trust architecture, £1 million. So there's a risk reduction of how much? £3 million. What is the cost of the zero trust architecture? It came out like £150,000. Now it's a good business case, isn't it? When you can spend £150,000 and save £3 million. So when you put forward in front of the board is listening. You are talking their language. So that's what we have found is brilliant when we help organization first to identify cyber risk with our frameworks, our capabilities, then to quantify cyber risk, then to prioritize cyber risk. You have multiple cyber risk scenarios and you are trying to prioritize them. So we help customers with that. And then basically to calculate return of investment. These are the use cases. I'm sure others might find out other use cases. I will be very happy to know if you come to the stand and talk about other use cases. Or someone raised hand that they have used cyber risk quantification. I'll be really excited to know how they are using it and what kind of framework they are using. So yeah, if you want to know more about cyber risk quantification, feel free to come to our stand, connect with in LinkedIn with me, and ask questions. Very happy to answer. I have 23 seconds. Thank you.